In the heart of an untamed wilderness, a radical dream is being forged into reality. This is not just the story of building a house. It is the unveiling of a sanctuary, crafted by a single pair of hands. Her hands will shape the wood and stone. But the silent forest will shape her. What you are about to witness, the transformative fact of sheer will. The work begins not with a bang, but with quiet, focused intention. Every piece of work is meticulously prepared, honored for its role. A structure begins to rise, a skeleton of timber against the lush green. Each surface is sweet and perfected, a slow and deliberate process. In the stillness of the words, the only sound is creation. Patience is her most essential tool. The raw frame stands, awaiting its soul. Hands are spent in quiet labor, perfecting the unseen details. This is where dedication is etched into the very grain of the wood. The structure begins to feel less as an object and more like an extension of her. From every angle, a new perspective on her progress is revealed. Her movements are efficient, born of practice and purpose. The once rough timber is now smooth to the touch. A moment of contemplation before the next great transformation. Now, the vision gains a new dimension. A protective layer is applied, a shield against the elements. The first coat of finish begins to seal her hard work. This is where the structure truly begins to feel like a home. The warm tones of the wood are enhanced, brought to life. The house now stands in harmony with its natural surroundings. Every corner, inside and out, receives the same level of care. A new phase begins, the careful preparation of color. The chosen hue will give the home its final character. With a modern tool, the transformation happens in a fine mist. The front door, the entrance to her world, is sealed in a warm, welcoming note. She moves with practiced ease, painting the exterior walls. The home is now a beacon of warmth amidst the forest free. Even the interior spaces are baked in light. Her focus is absolute, ensuring a flawless finish. Working from a ladder, she reaches for the higher places. No detail is too small to escape her attention. The exterior is a canvas for her vision of sanctuary. A steady hand guides the sprayer, creating a uniform coat. The sun catches the new color, making the house glow. The final passes are made, completing the stunning transformation. The once plain wood is now vibrant and alive. A final look at the finished exterior, a jewel in the forest. Clean, bright, and beautiful her vision is realized. But the work is not over. Now, she must tame the land itself. She breaks ground, preparing the earth for a new path. The soul is turned, carving a space for a foundation. This is a raw and physical connection to the land. With rhythmic effort, the landscape begins to change. Earth is moved, one shovelful at a time. Heavy materials are brought in, the building blocks of the path. The first bricks are laid, marking the start of the ascent. Each brick is set with care, ensuring a solid footing. Wooden stakes are driven into the ground, guides for the work ahead. The emerging staircase begins to take shape. This path will be the welcome to her secluded home. Slowly, order emerges from the untamed ground. The pattern of the steps becomes clear. She works into the afternoon, her progress steady. The staircase rises to meet the house. More layers are added, building strength and permanence. The final bricks are tapped into place. A moment to survey the finished work, a perfect ascent. The tools are cleared away, revealing the clean lines of her labor. A sense of pride in a job well done. The finished steps, blending seamlessly into the hillside. Now, concrete will make the path permanent. The same methodical approach is applied to this new task. Concrete is mixed, the gray slurry of strength. Blocks are laid, forming the retaining walls. Each block is placed with precision. The structure rises, a testament to her strength. She stands back, visualizing the final form. The top of the landing is carefully prepared. The surface is smooth, a clean slate before the front door. Wooden forms are set in place to hold the liquid stone. With a trowel, she skillfully spreads the concrete. The wet concrete is poured, filling the forms. Again, the surface is expertly smooth. The painstaking work of finishing begins. Small decorative stones are added, a personal touch. More earth is moved to shape the final approach. The completed staircase stands strong and inviting. Final adjustments are made to the still wet concrete. A full view of the finished project, a triumph of engineering. As the day ends, she cleans her workspace. Tired but satisfied, her work for the day is done. Now, attention turns to the world around the house. The ground is cleared, preparing for yet another project. With a small hoe, she carves into the earth again. This foundation will support a new addition. The physical labor is immense, but her determination is greater. The trench deepens with each swing. A moment of rest before continuing the arduous task. She moves to a new section, her work relentless. The first bricks are laid for a retaining wall. A new structure begins to take shape alongside the house. This wall will define the space, creating a terraced garden. She ventures out to gather materials directly from nature. Transporting resources through the rugged terrain. Back at the house, she prepares for the next phase, the interior. Inside, she begins the process of creating a solid floor. Cement is added to the earthen base. The raw materials are mixed by hand. This foundation will be the ground she walks on in her new life. With strength and rhythm, she combines earth and cement. Finally, the mixture is spread evenly across the interior. The floor is leveled, creating a smooth, solid surface. The interior space is now sealed and secure. Using a trowel, she meticulously smooths the wet cement. A clean sweep of the surrounding area marks the end of a major phase. The ground outside is cleared for the next stage of landscaping. She applies a finishing layer to a tree stump, transforming it. More concrete is poured, this time for an outdoor patio. The sound of a hammer echoes as she works on the wooden frame. That too mixing, the work is cyclical and constant. With the floor now set, she can stand inside her creation. The final smoothing of the floor, a meditative act. Every inch of the surface is given her full attention. The light catches the wet surface, now almost like glass. The edges are finished with a smaller tool, ensuring perfection. Now, the house will get its eyes, the window frames. She carries in the raw material for the next task. Taking a well-deserved rest, she surveys her domain. The meticulous work of woodworking begins anew. Each piece is measured, cut, and shaped by hand. Nails are driven, securing the wooden frames to the brick. The house is a hybrid of earth, stone, and wood. A new wall is constructed, this one from brick. She cuts the timber that will form the roof support. The brick wall rises, enclosing a new space. Back to the wood, she saws with precision. The two materials, brick and wood, begin to merge. The roof line is now visible, a striking red against the sky. A view from above reveals the canopy of the forest. With a chainsaw, she tackles larger logs while powering her hands. The forest provides the very materials for its own transformation. A large log is milled into a usable plank. She carries the freshly cut lumber back to the building site. The cycle of creation continues: harvest, shape, build. The brickwork continues, a slow and steady accumulation. Now, the wooden framework for the walls is assembled. She works high above the ground, fearless and focused. The mortar is applied, binding the bricks together. The frame of the house is now complete. The last bricks are laid, completing the wall. A beautiful, harmonious structure has emerged. The final touches are all that remain. The house stands as a monument to her perseverance. The heavy timbers are lifted into place for the next section. She works on the framing, her movements precise. A wider view shows the scale of her accomplishment. She climbs onto the roof, working at the highest point. Back on the ground, the wood is cut to size. Her workshop is the forest floor itself. The sawdust flies, a byproduct of progress. Inside the structure, she secures the framework. The structure is nearly complete, a testament to her vision. Now, the brick wall is rendered with a coat of plaster. The rough texture of the brick disappears under a smooth surface. Her trowel glides, transforming the wall's appearance. The plastering continues, a meticulous and repetitive task. A seamless, modern finish begins to emerge. She moves materials in a small tractor, a modern aid to arrange and craft. Stepping inside, the house is now true shelter. Once again, she works the land, preparing the final landscape. Her energy seems boundless, her spirit unbreakable. The raw materials for another wall are mixed on the ground. She retrieves water from the nearby pond, a vital ingredient. The heavy wheelbarrow is pushed towards the construction site. She carries heavy blocks, her strength on full display. A new wall is started, one that will enclose a garden. Mortar is applied, the glue that will hold her vision together. The wall rises, defining the boundary between her home and the wild. A brick is cut to fit a specific space, a mark of true craftsmanship. Layer by layer, the wall grows under her careful hand. Soon, the wall will be complete, another project finished. The foundation for this new wall is carefully laid. The last pieces of the puzzle are put into place. She ensures every block is perfectly aligned. The final adjustments are made, a commitment to quality. With the major work done, the area is clean and tidied. She takes a moment to rest, weary but deeply fulfilled. The house and walls stand together, a complete and beautiful composition. The finishing touches continue, a labor of love. Her creation is sturdy, elegant, and entirely her own. A smile of satisfaction, the ultimate reward for her toil. In solitude, she has built more than a house, she has built a world. Now, a new space is enclosed, perhaps a bathroom or utility room. The structure blends brick and timber frame construction. She works on the foundation, ensuring everything is level. The walls rise higher, enclosing the private space. She steps back to admire the geometry of her work. The work is demanding, requiring constant focus. The addition is nearly complete, a seamless extension of the main house. Inside, she reinforces the wooden frame. She prepares more wood, each piece with a specific purpose. The door frame is installed with precision. Every joint is measured and secured. The structure of the door frame is finalized. Now, the door itself is hung in the frame. Fine adjustments ensure a perfect fit. The door is painted, adding a final touch of color. The walls are also painted, brightening the small space. The last strokes of the brush complete the interior. The addition is complete, a perfect and functional space. She cleans the site, a final act of care. Standing before her finished work, she is the master of her own world. The final, most intricate work now begins, custom woodworking. With a chisel, she carves details into a piece of timber. This is where her artistry is truly revealed. The focus in her eyes is absolute. A window frame is carefully installed into the wall. She adjusts it until the fit is perfect. Working from inside, the frame is secured. An electric planer smooths a large wooden board. She begins to assemble a custom-built door. Measurements are taken for the intricate design. Using a hammer and nails, the door is pieced together. Each slat of wood is carefully attached. The final details of the door are added. A hand saw is used for a precise cut. She inspects her work, ensuring its quality. The beautiful wooden door is almost complete. Small adjustments are made with a delicate touch. The door is installed, the centerpiece of her craftsmanship. The final touches are applied. She steps back, her expression one of quiet triumph. The roar of the saw signals the start of the final project. She carves and shapes the last pieces of wood. The door is installed, a final, beautiful detail. Her skill and patience have paid off. The house is no longer just a project. It is a home, a sanctuary, a masterpiece. A testament to what one person can create. She has not only built a house in the wilderness. She has built a life. And in this quiet corner of the world. Her incredible journey is now complete. The final piece of wood is cut. The last details are carved with a knowing hand. And the door to her new life is finally hung. A symbol of her incredible accomplishment.